Hello friends, welcome back to Digitalk and another session of troubleshooting. In this video, I am going to show you how we can take the thread dumps using the different utilities. Okay, so this video is specifically based on the request of certain engineers, specifically the beginners who are working on the support. Okay, and to show you that how we can take the different thread dumps, for I am going to take the help of my this troubleshooting guide. Okay, this is part of the Weblogic server series lab document, which is available on very bare minimum cost. Okay, so if you want all of the labs PDFs, then you can send me email on digitalk.fmw@gmail.com. I will send you the details of that one. Okay, so what we are going to see today is, oh sorry, it is heap dump. I'm going to the section. Let me go to the thread dump. Okay, right. This is the thread dump. Okay, section for that. Okay, so here I will show you what are the different utilities for taking the thread dumps and how we can take that as well. Okay, on the Linux machine. So for that one, first let me bring up my machine which is on AWS. Okay, let me bring it first. So I have 4 machines there, so I will bring it one of the machine. Okay, right where my Weblogic is running. Okay, let me start the instance. It is started successfully, but it takes some time, couple of seconds of a minute of time, okay, to enable the login. Okay, and till then let me explain you the different utilities. Sorry. Okay, so now the very first utility which is mostly used by the engineers for taking the thread dumps are JStack. Okay, so this JStack is a part of your JDK. Okay, so that means if you are running the WebLogic server which is supported by a JDK, right? So that means you have a JDK already there, and this utility will be part of the JDK. So you don't need to install any specific utility. Okay, if you have a JDK, that means this utility is already there inside the bin directory. Okay, so this is the first command that mostly or widely used for taking the thread dumps. Okay, and second is JCMD. This JCMD is again a part of your JDK. Okay, and third one is you can use the kill command. Okay, and after that you can take the thread dump using the WLST as well. Okay, and finally you have the option to take the thread dumps from the admin console as well. Okay, so based on the conditions, okay, you can take or you can utilize the different utilities. Okay, sometimes when you are seeing one or two stuck thread dumps, or you may wanted to see the quickly where it is getting stuck, so that time we take the thread dump from the console as well. Okay, which quickly show you all the thread dumps on the screen as well. So you don't need to log into your machine and go to the log files or to run any kind of utilities. Okay, then you can quickly do the troubleshooting of the thread dumps from the console as well. Okay, but apart from that, if we have some more thread dumps or some more stuck threads are there, for that you wanted to do the complete analysis of the reasons, for that you can take it from the with the help of certain utilities, okay, which generate a log file, and then later you can do the analysis using the different log files that is generated by your different utilities. Okay, so let me see if my machine is up or not. Right, so my machine is up, and then let me log into this machine. So this is my public IP which I am going to use to access this machine. Okay, so let me log in. Okay, so the default username for EC2 machine is EC2-user, and I am going to utilize my password. Okay, so I have enabled the password authentication for my Amazon AWS machines, hence it is asking for the password. But if you have not enabled that one, for that you need the private key. Okay, with the help of private key you can log into your EC2 machine, right? So now let me switch to my Oracle user. Okay, and then what I will do is first I will bring up my domain. Okay, so that I can show you the command by executing. Okay, so let me see where I have created my domain. Okay, this is there, right? Now first I will start my node manager, right? And now I will start admin server. Okay, and then I will do the tail of no hub, so that let me see the status of my admin server. Okay, once it is up, then I will access the console as well, right? And then I will show you how you can take the thread dumps with the help of different utilities. Now my server is up and running, right? So let me grab my process. There are different ways to grab the process, or you can see the process ID of your uh, different processes. Okay, I will show you that as well. So let me see with the name of admin. Okay, so this is the admin server, this is the PID, and it is up and running, right? So now let me try to log into the admin console. For that I have to access my public DNS of the EC2 machine, right? And then I will enter :7001/console. Okay, so this is the public DNS. Okay, and this is the port of my admin server. And then let me log into my machine. Weblogic, and the password for me is Weblogic123. Okay, so now I am there. Okay, let me see what exactly I have in my domain. So I have two managed servers there, right? Both are running on different machines. So what I will do is I will bring up the managed server 1. Okay, so why I am bringing managed server 1 is, the reason is the managed server 2 for my domain is running on my second machine. This is machine 2, which is not running as of now. Okay, so managed server 1 is on the same machine where I have my admin server, so I am running my managed server 1, right? So that is sufficient for the demo purpose to show you, right, all the commands and utilities, right? And let me see, and let me go back to my machine. Okay, so now the admin managed server is also running. So let me grab the process and show you how you can see the process ID. Okay, so you can run ps-en and then grep, and then you can enter the manage server names, and you can see the process ID is 255. So this is the command which is showing you the complete process, all of the JVM parameters that has been specified for this particular manage server. Okay, then you have a different advanced command as well that you will run with the help of this giving the server name. It will give you the specific PID only. It will not show you the long output. Okay, that is I will show you once I will execute the commands. Okay, and let me see what is the Java version that I'm using. Sorry, well, the command is Java hyphen and then version. Okay, it is going to default because I haven't set the Java home and path. So this is the path which is taking for my domain. So let me check it from here as well. Okay, so this is 180.381. Okay, this is the Java. Okay, and let me show you the utilities as well. If you go to the bin directory of your Java, right? So here you will see jcmd and jstack. Okay, these are the two commands, right, already there with the JDK, right? So you don't need to install any kind of utilities, right, for taking the thread dumps separately. And let me now go back to my lab document and let me show you, right, how you can take. It's very straightforward. The syntax for the JStack is JStack -L, the process ID, and then on which file you want to send the thread dumps. Okay, so first we have to check the process ID. This is the command that I have shown you on the screen. Apart from that, you have this advanced command as well. Okay, so once you will run this command, sorry, then you will see only the process ID. This is 2552. See this one. Right. So now we have the process ID 2552, right? So now this is one more advanced command, okay, which is according to the process ID. Okay, and when I will run this command, what I will do it will show you all of the managed server processes running on the machine along with the corresponding PID. For example, as of now I have a admin server is also running there, one of the managed server is also running there. So if I will run this command, then it will show you the name of the server and then corresponding PID. Okay, so similarly, if you have multiple managed servers are running on this particular machine, so if you are going to run this command, it will show you the name of the server and the corresponding PID. This is a bit more advanced command. So let us now go back and take the thread dump with the help of JStack. Okay, and what is the process for that? Okay, So taking the thread dumps, make sure to use some standard for storing your thread dumps. Okay, standard in the sense, for example, I have directory home and Oracle. That maybe I can make a directory thread dumps, right? So that I have a standard and I should store all the thread dumps in a particular directory for the analysis, which I can refer later as well whenever required, right? And inside that, because I'm going to take the thread dump for my manage server 1, which is the name c server underscore 1, so I'm creating a folder with that name, right? So now I have this particular folder with a standard name, okay, and here I will run j stack -l and then process id. What was that? 2552, and then let me send the output to my thread dump 1.txt. Okay, what is saying that? Okay, so because I have not specified the Java path here, so what I need to do is I have to give the complete path of my JStack utility, right? So complete path of pin JStack -l, right, and 2552, and then I will send the output to thread dump 1.txt. So this is thread dump 1.txt, right? Now you can see that thread dump is generated, and what you have to do is whenever we take the thread dumps, at least we take more than 2. Okay, at least 2, minimum 2 thread dumps we take for the analysis purpose. Okay, but recommended is 3 or 4, at least 3 or 4 thread dumps you should take. Okay, so let me take second as well, and then I will wait for the 10 seconds, and then I will take the third thread dump as well. So now I have 3 thread dump files, right? If I view the content of this file, let me show you. Okay, so now you can see the content of the thread dump file. Let me quit. Okay, so this is the first way how we can take the thread dump with the help of JStack utility, right? Now go back to second jcmd command. Okay, so if I take the thread dump with the help of jcmd, again first I have to search for the process id, because the syntax is jcmd, then you have to specify the PID, then you have to write thread.print with T in capital, and then you have to redirect the output to some output file, right? So this is the same commands to take the process id, right? Some bit advanced commands, and then this is the way you can run the command. Okay, so let me go back, and then we are going to use the command jcmd, right? So now I will use jcmd and the process id, which is 2552, right? And then thread dot print, right? And then I will redirect command to thread 1.txt. Okay, now if I will list here, you can see that this file is created. That means thread dump is taken, and let me show you the command with the help of more. See, this is the thread dump has been taken. Okay, so by the same way I have run it once. If you want to take the multiple, then run the same command. Okay, and then change the name of your thread dump file. Now you are going to take the second thread dump. If you want to take the fourth thread dump, change the file name, and then you will have the multiple thread dump files there with the multiple thread dumps, right? So this is the way you can take the thread dump using the jcmd command. Third process is the kill command. Okay, is rarely used. Okay, but it is just for information purpose. If you wanted to use, then the process of that is you have to get the process id, and then you have to use the kill -3 command. Make sure you're using -3, because if you will specify -9 by mistake, it will kill the process of your server, right? So you have to use kill -3 and PID. Let me show you as this as well. Okay, so now we know the process id, so that means simple kill -3 and the 2552, right? And this thread dump has been taken inside your standard log file. Okay, wherever you have a domain and your servers, and then manage server, inside that you have a log files of your managed servers. So inside that log file, it will create the thread dumps. I'm just skipping that part because we rarely use this. Okay, if you want, you can use that as well. Now the another way is you can take with the help of wst command. For that, you have to first connect to the wst prompt, and then you have to connect to your admin server, and then you have to run this thread dump command with where you specify the name of your managed server or server, whatever the server that you are going to take the thread dump, and then the name of a file, thread dump file, where it will redirect the thread dump output. Okay, so now how to run your WST prompt. Okay, for that you have to go to your middleware home, and I will tell you which script you can run to connect to your WLST. Okay, for that you have to run the WLST.sh, sorry, WLST.sh. Okay, so this is the command that we use, which is there inside Oracle home, Oracle underscore common and bin. Okay, so in my case, what is the path of my Oracle home is, let me show you. This is my U01. Inside that I have folder app, inside that I have folder Oracle, inside that I have folder middleware, which is my Oracle home, and inside that you go to Oracle underscore common and then common and bin, and then you run this particular script, which is wlst.sh. It will connect to WST the offline mode, right? So now you have to connect to your admin server, right? And for that you have to give the command connect, and then your Weblogic admin username, and then your Weblogic password, right? And then here I have to specify the public IP of my, sorry, private IP of my machine. Why private IP? Because my domain or servers are running inside my server, and inside the server it is taking the private IP. Okay, so public IP is to access your Weblogic admin console, but inside the container or inside your server it is using your private IP. Okay, so so now let me connect to my admin server. Okay, now so once sorry, it is giving some destination is sorry, I have given the proper ports, I think. Let me go back and check what is the right. So I have to give 7001. Okay, now it is connecting, and it is connected. Now the prompt is changed to server config from offline. Now, so now that means we are connected to our admin server, right? So now what is the command to take thread dump? This is the command. Okay, thread dump, write to file, true, file name, thread dump. You have to specify the name of your file and then server name. So let me copy paste it here, and now see, this is the my managed server name. That means I am going to take the thread dump for this particular server. The file name would be thread underscore dump 1.txt, right? Let me take it. Okay, see, it is showing the thread dump on the screen as well, and then it has been written successfully to the thread dump.txt file. Let me exit. Okay, and then let me list. Okay, right now we can see that this thread dump file is created. If you wanted to create this in some different directory, okay, so when you are running this particular command, and okay, make sure to specify the path, complete path here, and where it is in the command that we have run, right here. You have to specify the complete path along with the file name. Okay, so similarly, if you wanted to take the multiple thread dumps, then run this command again, change the name of thread dump file, and similarly you can take the multiple thread dumps. So this is the way you can take the thread dumps with the help of WLST, right? And now let me finally show you how you can take it from the admin console. It's very straightforward. You go to your admin server console, go to servers, and if you want to take the thread dump for manage server C server underscore 1, click on that one, click on monitoring. Okay, so once you click on monitoring, then you will have a different tabs are there, right? Click on threads, right? So here it shows you the complete status of your thread: active thread, ideal threads, pending threads, completed request, hogging thread, etc. Okay, so in next video I am going to give you the complete overview of all of the thread states. What are the different states of thread? What is the meaning of execute thread, ideal thread, pending request, and then hogging threads, standby threads, stuck threads? What is the difference between them, and how exactly it works in the WebLogic? Okay, so for now, what we are seeing is how we can take the thread dump from the console. So click on monitoring threads, and here you will see the option dump thread stacks. Click on this button, okay, and you can see that thread dump is showing on the screen. Okay, so this is useful when you're not able to log into your server, or you don't have access to a server, but you need a quick thread dump for some initial investigation when you are seeing some stuck threads on your servers. So you can utilize this particular option. So these are the different options to taking the thread dump. So on next video I will show you the heap dumps, okay, and then subsequently we move with some different other options as well. We have a different lot of commands are there for performance monitoring, and apart from that we have a different important commands, frequently used commands that we use in the Linux, right, when we're using Weblogic, right. So everything I'm going to show you one by one in different sessions. Okay, so thanks for watching this video.